August 31st is Drug Overdose Awareness Day. It's a day to take the stigma away from drug overdose, but also to remember people who have died or suffered severe injuries because of drug overdose. At a press conference at Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, we learned that our firefighters respond to thousands of calls a year, and it's not getting any better. But there are some rays of hope. In 2020, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue responded to 5,000 calls for drug overdose, and this year the numbers are expected to go even higher.
Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, as just one agency, we have private ambulance partners too, as just one agency serving one part of the Las Vegas Valley. We administered Narcan to almost 800 patients, and it's not even September yet. Last year's numbers are high. This year's number is going to blow last year out of the water.
Scott Phillips has been a paramedic for close to 20 years and has never seen a drug crisis rise to these levels. But he says in recent years, the use of Narcan has saved countless lives.
If we get there in time, and I get this in you, you might start breathing again. In calendar year 2020, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue administered Narcan to 1,044 patients. We had 5,000 responses for overdoses. 1 out of 5 of those we gave Narcan. And we did get there in time.
Aside from the use of Narcan by emergency workers, kits that can be used by family members and friends have been made available. But all the first responders here say that is only the short-term life-saving tool. They say treatment and stigma need to change. Tim VELASQUEZ is a paramedic with the department, and along with his experience in the field, he watched his brother, now recovered, struggle with addiction.
My brother has a little bit of a happier ending. He's recovered. He's happily married. He has a couple of kids. These things are more or less behind him, but it is a battle that these folks fight for the rest of their lives, however long or short they may be. Until we understand or realize that this is a long-term disease and it deserves the same long-term therapies that we treat congestive heart failure, COPD, asthma, hypertension, diabetes, as Scott put it before, it is real and we will not win.
Removing the stigma of drug-related deaths, Narcan to give those addicted another chance at life so they might seek help, and then long-term treatment they need to truly recover. Those steps are what these emergency responders say are the only hope of reversing the numbers and help our country get out of what appears to be a tailspin into an epidemic.
It is no surprise that when you consider the stress of a global pandemic, the increase in unemployment, the political division, and natural disasters, it is understandable that we are facing a mental health crisis.
Nevada 211 is a great resource for anyone suffering from addiction or maybe has a family member or loved one who would like some help. You can visit nevada211.org for more information.